And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Swirl Parkour. This looks kind of crazy, not gonna lie. It's made by Snake Rattler. I don't think I've played any of his maps in the past, gonna be honest. I don't know if he's even made maps in the past, but I did recognize some of the skins of some of the guys that had helped him. At least the one that was next to him. I'm pretty sure I recognized the skin of, so I'm guessing this was at least made in tandem with some map creators that I know of. Let's go over here. It's already confusing me. I was actually supposed to head up this way. Okay. And then I guess up to here. Okay. Already feeling a bit lost, and we've just started. It's probably not a good sign. I'm sure it'll end up fine. Like, with stuff like with maps like this that are meant to kind of head up in kind of weird patterns and stuff, I always find that it's not rare that it's easy to get lost on them. Where? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to be heading this way. Oh. There's just a lot of back and forth, but with a little bit extra room that you can go forward, which is just really trippy and makes it easy to get lost, especially if you miss even one arrow sign. But it should be fun nonetheless. Just might take me a couple seconds to figure out which way to go sometimes. Oh, I don't even know which way we're supposed to go off of this. Okay, I think that's it. Got a dropper level. I just feel weird about these, like, I don't know. They're just kind of, ow, weird things in the first place to put in my opinion. Okay, they're typically alright though. I don't typically have too much of a problem with them. It's just a bit trippy sometimes to have to do a dropper sort of thing with only half a heart. Ah, invisible blocks. That stinks. I hate that. It's kind of weird that you invisibly see the poison effect, but they still bothered to drop your health bar to only have half a or one heart. But okay, apparently that's not able to be survived. I'll figure out what the proper way to drop is soon. I'll figure this out. Unless I'm supposed to like run to there. Nah, no way. Oh, I'm supposed to go back this way. See, that's probably the most confusing thing about stuff like this, is all of the back and forth can get really weird. Just because with parkour, you kind of get to a point where you're used to just kind of going forward. Okay. I feel so lost. Oh, the pink, I guess? I'm gonna go up here. There's a sign pointing to down there, so I take it we now go here. And there we go. Okay, cool. Cool. That was a bit confusing, but we made it. We're almost to the nether section. Bam. You know, to this day, one of the biggest changes that Mojang has made to Minecraft recently really is the fact that crouching brings you down half a block. Ow. Like, nobody talks about how big of a deal it is, but it's honestly changed so much for the game. And it almost, like, weirds me out that nobody talks about it, because it's changed like so much when it just comes to the fact that yeah, you can crouch under a slab now, and all of the other just random stuff that has come with it. Like for example, some of the one block high stuff that happens now that now fits in smoother. I'm pretty sure that came at the same time. I'm pretty sure that was kind of like a joint deal where, you know, you could crouch under half a block, and then also now, like, if you go under a trapdoor, it'll push you down to a singular block or whatever. Unless that came with the swimming update, in which case it wasn't as big of a deal as I'm thinking. But assuming those did come out at the same time, and it was kind of a joint deal, like between those two things, the amount that it changed moving in Minecraft and like mining and stuff like that, where it made the most effective mining system legit just going down half a block and, or not half a block, a full block, and mining from there. The whole half a block thing also made like dealing with mobs significantly like easier, I guess, because then at that point you can just go down half a block and not have to worry about them. And also, like, I feel like for the crouching stuff though, less so in survival Minecraft and more so in like maps and stuff, that it changed a lot in like how a lot of maps play, and parkour especially. Like probably one of the biggest things that it changes is now, like, for 2-block tall holes, you can crouch and get into them pretty easy. So like I might be overhyping it a bit, but still, it is a large change, and we just kind of don't talk about it at all in major changes. I almost want to do like a major change tier list video, go through all of the biggest changes that Minecraft's had recently, and you know, which ones changed the game the most, which ones changed the game for the better, just stuff like that. Well, that would probably be 2 different tier lists. What do you mean question mark? Just leave me at a question mark. Okay. Boom. I don't really care for all the drops. I get why they're here. It makes sense with the fact that you're going up and down. So, like, you gotta add something in for the down period. But I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I guess I can drop to here. Maybe? Go down. Over here? What? This just lead me back up to here. I want to go left. I think I take the powdered. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That makes so much more sense. Boom. And cool. Finally figuring out. Ow? Question mark? I get the feeling that was stupid and not what I was supposed to. Okay, the part where I jumped off afterwards was the stupid part that I wasn't supposed to do, because I thought I was on this side. Well, sometimes I do stupid things. It happens. It happens. Okay? It just happened to be one of those times. I just wasted so much, like, distance. It's fine, it's fine. Boom. Boom. And now we're at a proper area. So that's really cool, though. It's actually quite a bit longer. We're only a 10th through. It looks like it'll probably be like 40-minute video. We're supposed to drop down. Ow. How much I trust you. Not gonna lie. Oh, to get back since I fell off. Okay, that makes significantly more sense. Like, suspicious of everything after seeing the question mark. Oh, this is sufficiently confusing. Unless that just means we're supposed to drop to here and run along this. Yeah, that's all the more that meant. Okay. I'm like getting lost. My word. That is one thing that's kind of interesting about playing parkour maps that are different than usual in pretty much any way. Is it kind of shakes it up because you get so used to just the default pathfinding that applies to pretty much every map. And then if you play a map that, you know, is fundamentally different in pretty much any way, it's really trippy. That's cursed beyond all belief. Boom. Okay, cool. And alright. We're doing good. I like the upside down village stuff. Like, it's always been one of my, like, kind of teleport for free diamonds. What? Where am I? Did this set me back? No, this didn't set me back. Okay. So confused for a second there. Just like, that seems like a trap and a half. Oh, I'm supposed to jump to here. Like, it said teleport for free diamonds, and then I have half a heart. And I thought for sure that the whole teleport for free diamonds thing was a trap. Like, just the way it's phrased. He's just like, oh, yeah, by the way, we're a trap. What? That was enough fall damage to... Too bad. I have to run all the way back there. And apparently missed my jump. Okay. I'm down. I'm not in any hurry. That's one problem that can happen with stuff like this to me. Is like, if it's a fairly long trek and I miss a fairly easy jump, I get annoyed and I get in a hurry to get back. And then from there, where in the world am I supposed to go from here? That much will kill me. I don't see it. I'm sufficiently confused. Unless I drop to here, and then down to here, then down to here, then here, and everything all of a sudden makes sense. And now I'm kind of annoyed. Okay. I think I figured it out. I kind of like that this map has a lot of like kind of misleading pathways that in hindsight aren't too misleading. Like, if you look back and they were all super misleading and just kind of annoying, then I wouldn't like it. But since it's kind of like a, that, yeah, it makes so much more sense the way that they thought I was going to go with that. And if I had gone the way that made more sense, then, would have been fine. It's like honey's going to be our next drop. Oh wow, we actually got quite a bit more map. I didn't realize my render distance wasn't up high enough to see all of it. Wait, what? Where did I even come from? So confused. Ow. I got pretty lost there. Apparently, I'm prone to getting lost pretty quickly in these. But yeah, I take my render distance is probably just down because I was playing some map that told me to. That's the one thing about maps sometimes, is it's like they'll tell you to use certain render distances, and then you use said certain render distances, and then I don't know, you'll go back to something else you were doing, like another map, for example, that wants you to use a different set of render distances, and then you kind of forget to change it. At least that's how it goes for me. That's what I find happens a lot. It's just not something that I typically think of changing, because most of the time I just kind of crank it up to somewhere where I'll feel comfortable, and then just kind of leave it. Really looks like it's leading me this way. I guess I could probably make that jump, yeah. No, I wanted to take the further jump. Oh, I cry. I should have just taken the easy jump. I should have just taken the easy jump. Also, I get the feeling that's probably not the way they intend me to go. Right there. Like, it just doesn't seem like the sort of jump that map creators like to put in just because it looks impossible. But I see absolutely nowhere else to go. So, maybe that is right. I mean, the map already feels weird in a lot of ways compared to a lot of other maps, so definitely possible that they went with some of the weird jumps. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this all in one episode. I might just go till stage 20 and then maybe come back to it. I mean, I know that a lot of times when I say I'm gonna come back to a map, I don't end up making it back. That's the only reason why I'm like, I don't really want to do that. But at the same time, this map's gonna probably take over an hour, assuming things continue the trend of getting more difficult as we go along, which would be expected. It's like that stinks, because like I would want to make it back to it. It's just a matter of would I? I don't know. I think I will probably end at stage 20, just because, as I mentioned, stuff's getting marginally more difficult as we go along. I mean, it's not too bad. Still a fairly easy jumps for the most part, just, you know, more difficult than it was at the start. Although, to be frank, I've had more problems with the pathfinding than anything else. But, yeah, I think we'll go to stage 20. I feel like that's probably a good spot to go. And then I just have to record the next episode either later today or tomorrow, or I'll probably never get back to it. As long as I get to recording the next episode within like 24 hours, it won't be a problem. Like, this is probably the sort of level that there's probably a way to pretty easily cheese it based off all the honey. I just presume that there's like, oh right, falling on the still kills you. I just presume that there's just like some random honey block much further down that I could get to if I tried hard enough. Ow. What? I landed on that. Don't lie to me, I slid against it. Okay, come on. Oh, you can't jump that. That makes sense. And that sort of stuff happens. Of course, I take the bit of damage while I'm moving. Okay, fall. we jump? That's honestly convenient for lining you up. I got that. Whew, just really didn't want to move that ball off. Alright, cool. Now we're on to whatever this is. This actually looks really cool. I like it. I don't know where I'm going, but I like how the area looks at least. Like, I don't know how I feel about spots like this where it's like, oh, you gotta like move in and out through the towers, and I just have no clue where I'm going for the most part. But I think part of the problem is less so with the maps and more with how I've learned to record parkour videos. Because I've kind of hit a point with them where, like, I focus a lot more on my commentary pretty frequently rather than my actual gameplay. And that leads to kind of my brain shutting off for the actual parkour. So then as a result, I end up missing obvious stuff sometimes because I'm focused on the commentary. Doesn't seem right. Unless maybe that is right. Yeah, no, that looks right. I mean, they give us the ability to get back there pretty easily too. So I take it that this is just meant to be a hard jump that, you know, if you fail a couple times, not a problem. I take it. Although it does put you back into an area where you have to take a jump that, if you miss, will follow you further. Which I actually think is how I like it the best. Is when, like, whenever there's a hard jump, the hard jump itself doesn't have a large penalty for failing it, but the penalty it does have, if you fail it, then you have, then it's much worse for you. Like, you fall back much further. Rather than putting hard stuff over, like, massive cliffs that if you fall, you get set back super far. At least I think that's how I prefer it. The problem is, too, to some degree, is, like, depending on the day, there'll be different difficulty levels that I want to do, and stuff like that. So it's always possible that, like, I'll be in a different, where am I supposed to go? What? Oh. I can drop down to here. No, this is where I came from. Yeah, that's where I came from. What's the point of all this water, though? There's nowhere that I can get to from down here. This is just kind of here to be here. Kind of useless to me. I'm honestly confused. Okay, missed that jump. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if I'm within sight of the end yet. I think I'm far enough out that I'm not within sight of the beginning now, so I'm probably not within sight of the end. Since I'm kind of halfway there. Oh, I can jump to the... okay. That's just kind of me being blind. I saw kind of this spaced out water, and I was thinking, huh, must have something to do with some water jumps. Now I take... No. Probably over here. Yeah, over here. Okay, cool. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That is absolutely heartbreaking. There are few things worse than having moments like that where you're just like, on the last jump, it's a super easy jump. In your mind, you've already finished what you're doing, and then you miss the last easy jump. Like, that stinks. It's fine, though. The jumps leading up aren't actually that difficult. It just took me a second to figure out where they're all at, which is pretty much the story of this map for me. Which, once again, isn't a problem. I really like this map. It's set up nice. Everything looks nice, and you know, the parkour's the right balance of like, there's some difficulty in spots, but at the same time, the parkour itself is pretty easy. You know, like, it's clearly not made to be a frustrating parkour map. Some people would struggle with parts of it. Other people would, you know, be able to probably already be done, to be frank. Some people seem good at parkour. But yeah, that's just kind of things go. Anyway, guys, I do think I'm gonna end it off here for the moment. If you guys enjoy, and if I remember, we'll come back to this map. I feel like most of the time when I've successfully came back to a map anyway, it was after a good, you know, response from you guys. So if you guys enjoy it, do make sure to let me know, hit the like button, you know, leave a comment, whatever. And yeah, I might do a part 2, and we'll finish the map. Which, man, this map's cool. I love how it looks. This has been one of my favorite maps aesthetically that I've played recently. Like, the spiral's kind of cursed, but it's fun. Like, in a good way. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.